we're very pleased that it's, that we finally got a date and that it is early in the year. We were worried that it was going to continue to get pushed out and delayed. So it's good to have a hearing date, and we can now prepare arguments and the whole process. It'll likely be a full day hearing, both of a morning and afternoon session for the court to hear all the arguments. There are a number of folks, a number of organizations that are going to be submitting amicus briefs regarding the case as well. So all of those will be due in early December, and then we'll get everything prepped to do the hearing in front of the justices. And we're excited. Finally, we think we'll be in a venue where we're going to get a fair hearing. The King County Court was really just a farce of a hearing, and we're much more optimistic about our chances at the Supreme Court that we're going to get at least a fair hearing and a fair result, and that ultimately that the initiative will be upheld and the will of the people will stand, and that we'll have energy choice, and everybody will be free to choose what resource they want to serve the energy in their home.
And the main, to encapsulate what your arguments will be before the state's high court in defense of 2066, what does that
Yeah.
argument sound like?
Well, the opposition is claiming that it doesn't fit the test of being a single subject, and that was their primary argument, and what the ruling of the lower court was primarily. But we feel very confident in that the initiative was solely written to protect natural gas, and to do that we had to go into a bunch of different areas because natural gas is regulated by so many different levels of government that we had to go into and restrict the ability of all those different areas, their ability to regulate and reduce access to natural gas. But the entire initiative is about protecting access to natural gas for consumers, a single subject all around that issue. And we're very confident in that. And I think that the justices at the Supreme Court level, who have to weigh these constitutional issues much more often and deal with the consequences of them much different than a superior court does, that they will consider that very seriously and ultimately agree with that approach, that that's the approach we took, and that the initiative meets that test.